Hello and welcome to RTM. In this tutorial, we'll be looking at how to solve quadratic equations using the factorization method. So here's an example. To be able to apply the quadratic formula, you need to make sure that the equation, in whatever form is given you, can be represented in the standard format. And the standard format for a quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Right? So it has to be such that there's an x squared, an x, and then the whole number set to 0. Right? So the a, b, and c represents the coefficients which you'd be using to work out. So to go about this, you first of all need to find out a times c. So the coefficient in front of the x squared plus the whole number multiplied together. So for this question, this is how we're going to go about it. The first thing we need to work out is a times c, which in this case will be 1 times 10, and that gives us 10. So the next thing we do is to find the factors of 10 such that when you add them together, you get 7. So in this case, we go with 2 and 5 because 2 times 5 is 10, and 2 and 5 added together gives you 7. So the next thing we do is to draw our brackets and then put in the factors that we came up with. Now, all of them are positive, so we make sure that the signs in front of them are positive. So we put 1 in each of the respective brackets. So it's going to be x plus 2 and then x plus 5, all set to 0. And so because all of them are set to 0, we can pick the individual brackets and match it to 0. So we do x plus 2 equals 0, and then we solve for x. So to solve for x, we can subtract 2 from both sides. So that would be x plus 2 minus 2 equals 0 minus 2. So the plus 2 and minus 2 cancel out. Then we've got x equals 0 minus 2, which gives us minus 2. So the next thing we do is to again pick the second bracket, so x plus 5, and again match it to 0. And then solve for x. So again, to solve for x, we subtract 5 from both sides. So that will be x plus 5 minus 5 equals 0 minus 5. So plus positive 5 minus 5 cancels out, and then we've got x equals minus 5. So for this particular question, using the quadratic function, we find that x is equal to minus 2 or x is equal to minus 5. After we've factorized, we can work back to see if we'll get the same answer. So right from this point, we can expand the brackets using the FOIL method and see if we'll get back to our original position. So using the FOIL method, we could do x multiplies x plus 5, and then plus 2. That also multiplies x plus 5, all set to 0. So if we expand this, it's going to be x times x gives us x squared plus 5x. Then we've got plus 2x and then plus 10, all equals to 0. So if we simplify this, it's going to be x squared plus 7x plus 10 equals 0. So we get the same thing, and that tells us that our answer is correct. Now let's look at another question. So we've got x squared plus 3x minus 18 equals 0. So we know that the first thing we need to find is a times c. And again, in this case, a would be 1 times c is minus 18. Remember to pick the sign as well. So our final answer would be minus 18. So the next thing to look out for is to look out for factors that when multiplied together will give us minus 18, and when added together gives us positive 3. So in this case, number that comes to mind is 6 and minus 3, because 6 times minus 3 gives us 18, and 6 plus minus 3 gives us 3, or positive 3. So now that we've gotten our factors, we just put them in our brackets and then set it to 0. So it's going to be x. So we pick one of the factors, so plus 6. And then we've got x, and then we pick the next factor, which is minus 3, all set to 0. So like we did in the first question, we can set each of the brackets to 0. So x plus 6 equals 0, and then solve for x. So we subtract 6 from both sides to make x the subject, or make x stand alone on one side of the equation. So to do that, we get x plus 6 minus 6 equals 0 minus 6. So plus 6 and minus 6 cancel out, and then we've got x left. So it's going to be x equals 0 minus 6, which gives us minus 6. So we know that the first part of x is equal to minus 6. Now again, we can pick the next set, so x minus 3 equals 0, and make x the subject. So again, to make x the subject, we need to add 3 to both sides, because on the side of the equation where the x is, we've got negative 3, and we need to cancel it. So we do the opposite to it. So we add 3 to that, and then we do the same thing to the other side. So that would be x minus 3 plus 3 equals 0 plus 3. So minus 3 plus 3 cancels out. Then we've got x equals 0 plus 3, which gives us 3. So again, we find that x is equal to 3. So we can say from this point that x is equal to minus 6, or x is equal to 3 as our final answer. Now, having our equation in the factorized form, again, we can expand the brackets to see if we'll get our initial equation of x squared plus 3x minus 18 equals 0. So to do that, we use the FOIL method. So x multiplies x minus 3, and then positive 6 or plus 6 multiplies x minus 3. Again, all equals 0. So to expand this, we get x squared minus 3x plus 6x minus 18, all equal to 0. So you'd see that minus 3x plus 6x gives us positive or plus 3x. So we get x squared plus 3x minus 18 equals 0. And that's the same as the equation we started with. So let's have another try. So this time around, we've got x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals 0. So again, following the same steps, we find a times c, and that gives us 1 times 6, and that is 6. So the next thing we do is to find the factors of 6 such that when added together gives us b, and our b is 5. So our factor of 6 that adds up to 5 would be 2 and 3. Both of them are positive numbers. So 2 plus 3 gives us 5. 2 times 3 gives us 6. So again, we put them in our brackets. So we've got x plus 2, x plus 3, all set to 0. So again, we pick each of the brackets and then match it to 0. So x plus 2 equals 0. And for that, our x would be minus 2. So we do for the next one, so x plus 3 equals 0. Again, that also gives us x equals minus 3. So as a check, if we want to see if our equation in the factorized form give us our initial equation of x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals 0, we can FOIL this equation to get that, right? So we've been using the FOIL method to get that. Now, a simpler way of doing it is you pick the x's in the bracket and then you multiply. So x times x gives us x squared. And then 2, then you pick the numbers and you multiply them. Now 2 times 3 gives us 6. So we put that there. So that'll be our 6. And then we add the numbers to get the b value. So 2 plus 3 gives us 5, positive 5. So we do plus 5x. And then we put a plus in front of a 6, then equal to 0. So that's a quicker way of working it without having to actually do the FOIL method.